Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today we're trying to snap a bit of a slump here. We have run a few times in champion level dungeons, and things have gone just horrendously wrong. We have lost both of our Vestals and a Jester in the past 3 videos, and it's getting increasingly difficult or hard to imagine us getting to the Cove, getting to the Siren fight, but we're gonna hang in there and see if we can turn it around here. Now, we are taking one of my favorite party compositions here, so even if I'm not feeling terribly lucky right now, I do feel like if there's any chance, if I have any chance at all of turning things around, it's going to be with this crew right here. The Houndmaster is the great equalizer. I feel like no matter how badly things go, like no matter how stacked the odds are against you, as long as you have a Houndmaster and one other party member, you are in a situation to succeed. And so we're going to do that right now. Let's just camp here. And let's see.
The battle may yet be won.
Alright, so let's start with the essentials here. Restring crossbow. Release the Hound, we'll save that. We'll save that. Alright, it looks like accuracy might be at a bit of a premium here. So we can get a damage bonus, that is a possibility, or we could go with scouting chance, and it's a little bit difficult to say, especially since we already have the plus 50 scouting chance here. It'd be great to get 120 plus the full light bonus, but I don't know. I'm not feeling terribly confident. Maybe we just go with Dark Strength. And if we do, who do we give it to? Alright. Yeah, I'm not thrilled to be doing that, but ultimately that's probably going to give us the best chance for success. If we were in a less linear dungeon like the Warrens, I definitely would have gone a different route there. But yeah, since we are since we are in a situation right now where we're basically just going to be traveling a linear corridor in 2 different directions, I don't feel too bad about this decision. Alright, we need to get things under control here right now. Hopefully we can get a kill there? No. Alright. Well, this is a terrible start. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it. This is really bad. Fortunately, he will die on his next turn, and I think we just... I think we're going to have to eat it right now and move forward. We're going to lose the guard, but if she can... if we can survive one... Yeah, if we can survive one round of the infamous Bloodletter taking a swing on us, we should be fine. Yeah, I really wanted to get a kill there. I think... Gosh, do we yup? Maybe we Iron Swan. Yeah, let's Iron Swan. At the very least, we have... we've got our stress situation kind of squared away. I'm really worried about our health, though. Rain of Whips is bad. And that's a lot of bleed that we have to eat right away. So, yeah, again, not good. But, yeah, that should be enough healing that we should be in a situation where we can start turning things around. I think we just go ahead and, of course, we bandage and then use Yup. We just want to, yeah, stun this guy, and we should be in a situation right now where we can, we can probably start whittling him down. Yeah, we're probably okay to just start swinging. We probably don't have to guard right now. Ideally, we do that next turn. But, yeah, I think we just have to try and kill this guy as quickly as we possibly can. Even with all the healing that she got, that's still a big mountain to climb. And guard. Ideally, point-blank shot, because that should give us a pretty good chance of dodging, and then I think our situation's okay. Oh, jeez, that's bad. This is actually, these ambushes, more than anything, have been what's been punishing us. Yeah, this is not going well. And, yeah, we've now lost basically all of our bandages.
The greater the glory.
And, yeah, we're going to have to use a ton of food to get back in a good situation. Okay, well, not an inspiring start, to say the least. Hopefully we can kind of get things back on track here once, we're not in a situation where we have to manually reposition our characters. And these guys have been a lot of trouble for us. Yeah, no question about it. These guys have really caused us a lot of heartache. But we're really not in a situation where we can expect to clear any of these out, so I guess we just heal. Hopefully he's gonna get a turn and can guard, but yeah, these guys are capable of dishing out punishment to both ranks here, and if they do that, then yeah, we're gonna have a lot of work ahead of us, and really we do already. Yeah, this is not good. We need to get kills here, like, quickly.
Press this advantage.
This is good, but
give them no quarter.
I think he has to heal himself. As much as I'd like to use, as much as I'd like to use his Abyssal Artillery, I think we have to do that. Guard dog, and hopefully she gets a shot off. No, okay. This is really bad. This is really bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think we have to Iron Swan here.
Surges as the enemy
because, yeah, we can't... Yeah, I was afraid that might happen, and we couldn't have a blanket fire go off and Mortimer on Death's Door.
Hold fast.
And she cannot heal behind herself, so... Gosh, this is not going well. Yeah, this is not the situation that we wanted to be in at all. That's a very fortunate dodge, but blanket fire could have killed him because we don't get the benefit of guard on an AoE that targets both characters. All right, that's good, but yeah, we have a lot of work ahead of us. Yeah, I think we just have to take the kill there. This is bad.
Maintain the offensive.
This is actually terrible. Yeah, we might even have to camp here. This is unfortunate. Getting the surprise is nice, but I mean, we're really in a situation right now where ideally we need to get like 3 kills. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. So could use this. Let's see, it would give us... I forget the buff. I think it's 100% damage increase. So let's see here. 7 to 13. I don't think it helps us enough. I'm trying to decide if we blackjack, but I think guard dog's the way to go. Boy, this is ugly. This is really bad. Abyssal artillery. Okay, good. I think we can get 3 kills. Okay, maybe. It'll be close. But we at least got 2. Alright. Not bad. And yeah, him not taking that stress right there was pretty clutch. Alright, so what do we do now? I think... Okay. How do we want to do this? Okay. I think we bandage you. And then stun you. Yeah, we'll stun you. And then we can get the kill here. Wow. That has got to be the most healing I've ever seen. Boy, she really knows who to target. We've been getting lucky with these dodges, but we really can't afford to let this keep happening. Alright, we are back now in kind of a sustainable position. Heal himself, I guess. Not great. Guard dog should mitigate most, if not all, of the damage. And yeah, now I think we just take this opportunity to start healing up. Alright. I think we have managed to kind of get things under control here. This is going to take a long time to take this enemy down. Like, alright, one more round of protection is not terrible, though. He probably should have just healed himself, since he stood to get a lot more healing out of it that way. But actually his health now is pretty good. And yeah, this is going to be a slow burn, but we'll get through it at the very least. Our food situation for right now is okay. We still have a lot of dungeon to go, though, so we do have a pretty steep mountain to climb here. But I think we are in a situation now where we can start getting things back on track. What concerns me most is that we don't have any bandages. We ran out of bandages in a previous run, and things were fine, but we had to be very careful with how we approached each combat situation, because we really did have to we really did have to be careful with how much damage we exposed ourselves to. And honestly, it is pretty unfortunate that we took that bleed there at the very end. I think we maintain the guard, though. But I think we're in a situation to stabilize here. Alright, hopefully we don't get called out for delaying game here, but yeah, I'd like to... There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to mitigate this bleed as much as possible. And there we go. Okay. We're good. I think we can remove Mark and just... Yeah, I think we can remove Mark. Oh, okay, so we did get called out for it. Alright, fine, fair enough. But yeah, I think we should be in a situation where, darn it, where we can mark pretty reliably with our occultist, so we should be okay. Alright, so Bola, and let's see. I guess, yeah, that's really weird. If you walk past this altar, yeah, if you walk past any of these interactables, I'm not sure if it's just in the Cove or what, but yeah, if you walk past any of the interactables, then they stop being interactable, which is unfortunate. Bandages would be nice. No? Okay. Alright, so let's see here. Something that I'd like to see in future builds of the game is trinkets that are trinkets that that like fundamentally change the way that a character plays. Like, I know, that's unfortunate. Darn. That's really bad. I'm surprised that he can dodge, but okay, I'll take it. Gosh, oh, that's bad. That's actually really bad. So we're just gonna stun. I hate using Yup, but yeah, I think this is the way to go. But yeah, I'd like to see. I'd like to see some trinkets that sort of fundamentally change the way that the game is played. Like, for instance, the yeah, for instance, there was at one time. How do I want to do this? Okay. Yeah, there was at one time a trinket for the leper. Like, it was leper exclusive, and what it did was it raised raised the damage, like the minimum amount. Really, it raised the minimum amount of damage that that the leper did, and lowered the maximum amount of damage. Basically, just sort of normalized the basically sort of normalized the character's damage output to make it more reliable. You know, you lost some of the extremes, but you got, as a benefit, you know, you no longer had to you no longer had to fear, you know, the situation where, you know, you really needed a kill against an enemy that was very, very low on health, and you know, you just couldn't quite muster the damage. You know, you just lucked into a very low damage attack, and yeah, you basically just wasted your time, you know. So yeah, instead, they ultimately, and I think I mentioned this before, they ultimately did have to scrap that trinket because, yeah, what ended up happening was if you had two of those trinkets equipped, then it would push the minimum damage over the maximum damage, and lower the maximum damage below the minimum damage, and yeah, what ended up happening was you would get some sort of weird overflow or something like that, where you do like 6 million damage per swing, and obviously that's not good. You know, you don't want to completely negate all the difficulty of your game, like, obviously, but it was interesting. I like the idea, and now that I think rather wisely they have introduced a system.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
They introduced a system whereby you cannot. What? Huh. Okay. Huh. I don't even know where to... Okay. But yeah, they introduced a system whereby you can no longer use two of the same trinket, which I think is nice, not only because, you know, it basically before it was 2 sun rings, right? That was the sort of the be all end all. That was the best possible assortment of trinkets for most of the game, and that's really boring because yeah, you don't want to create a situation where one trinket just sort of dominates the entire design space. I mean, it's boring. It's just not really. Yeah, it's just terrible. It's not interesting at all. But more importantly, I think the fact that they made. There was really no reason for me to throw out that camping log, was there? But more importantly than just. Yeah, more importantly than just creating a situation that sort of rewarded diversity of trinkets, I think the fact that you can make trinkets now very, very unique, because you don't have to worry about the player doubling up on them, I think that definitely creates a situation in which, yeah, you're able to make more interesting or more unique, more unique trinkets. And yeah, I'd like to see more of that. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Her damage is now 0? Huh. Well, that's not helpful. I was thinking, could we get 3 kills? If he swings, maybe yes. So then let's hit here. Wow. That's great. So let's hit here. Okay. And Abyssal Artillery. And then we get a kill here. And yes, we do end up having to eat. Really? That's really unfortunate. But yeah, I'd like to see that sort of system put in place in the future. I'd really like to see. This has been so lucky. Yeah, I'd like to see more trinkets that do that. For instance, you might have a trinket that is maybe occultist only, and I think we heal. Yeah, you make a trinket that's occultist only, and yeah, basically you could do the same thing as the leper. Maybe increase
this momentum. Push on to the tasks.
Increase the raise the damage floor and increase the and lower the damage ceiling on the occultist's healing, but then as like a negative drawback, make it so that his his bleed chance is through the roof. Just increase it by like 50% or even more, maybe 60, 70%. So now you have really reliable single target healing, but you're also giving up your ability to. I think we do this. Yeah, you're giving up your ability to reliably deal. You're giving up your ability to reliably deal like a lot of, or reliably not have to deal with. You give up your ability not to have to deal with the bleed. Suddenly that becomes a much bigger factor that you have to consider. And I think that's a fine trade-off. You could even like probably leave the damage ceiling pretty well alone, and just raise the damage floor ever so slightly, and it would probably be enough. You could probably get away with just Yeah, just saying like minimum healing of 5 or something like that. That would be, yeah, that would be the trinket's primary benefit. And yeah, just you have to, yeah, you just now have to consider the bleed like a lot more seriously. And yeah, I think that would be a fairly straightforward way of changing how the occultist plays. You know, now he is a much more consistent single target heal. Why don't we try and push this back so she can get in on the act?
Executed.
No, okay. But yeah, increasing, or yeah, dramatically improving the occultist's reliability as a healer is huge. I mean, you can't possibly deny the fact that when you have a character on death's door, you would much rather know for a fact that you were going to get all of that healing right away. You know, no question, he will be able to heal somebody up off of death's door. But as you venture through the dungeon, you know, the longer you're in the dungeon, the more you expose yourself to this risk of encountering a situation where you maybe run out of bandages because, you know, you have this much higher bleed chance that you can't really account for. Because yeah, even a cleansing crystal would not offset the increase of like a 50% chance of bleed skills. I think we just ditch that and let's get going. Getting a little hoarse here. This is actually my 4th recording of the day. Sweetwater. All right. Wow. I guess we can ditch the holy water and start heading back. Really? This is not a difficult encounter by any stretch of the imagination. It is not difficult, but it is very annoying. That's horrific. Our stress situation is fine, and we really kind of got away with a lot there. I am wondering if we try to get a kill here. Maybe we just try to stun on you. Then we try and get a kill. Darn. I hate doing it, but, you know, we're backtracking, so maybe it's not going to be that bad. Maybe it's not that severe that we have to worry about the debuff, because it's not really a situation where we're probably going to run into... Really? Yeah, it's probably not a situation where we're going to run into another encounter anytime soon. At least not before the debuff ticks off. But this is terrible. Like, I feel like that battle definitely should not have taken as long as it did.
But a victory,
however, we are going to be going into the second half of the dungeon here in, I have to admit, a really good position. I mean, our health is great. Stress is a little bit of a concern for one of our characters, but otherwise, we're fine. But what are some other... what are some other trinkets that might be interesting? You know, something unique that you could give to a character, and make them play vastly differently. Like I really like I play Hearthstone, and one of my favorite things, one of my favorite types of cards is just a card that vastly changes the dynamic of the game. Like, Ysera is a good example of this. For anybody who doesn't play Hearthstone, Ysera is basically a, you play the card out, and while it's active on the board, you get an additional card every round, and it's from a special list of generally quite high power cards. On average, it's just, yeah, vastly, it's very good for a free card. I also like cards like Mal'Ganis, where when it's on the board, your hero cannot take damage, or Jiraxis, where once it's been played, it replaces your hero, and your hero is now Jiraxis, and he has the ability to inflict. Yeah, he has the ability to inflict damage directly because he gains a weapon. And yeah, just those sorts of things really change the dynamic of the game as soon as they're in play, and that makes them really interesting. So yeah, I would like something like maybe for the Plague Doctor, a trinket that did like maybe minus 35% damage or something like that. But actually, how do we do this? Okay. Yeah, like minus 35% damage, but all dot damage is increased by 100%. Like, that doesn't seem. Maybe I'm horribly misguided here, but that doesn't seem to me like it would be a really unbalancing trinket. Like, it doesn't seem like that would be too overpowered at all. Because her damage is not great, and while her dot damage is good, you really need to get it rolling, and you really need to get a lot of those stacked up before you really start to see the benefit. So, yeah, if you could just sacrifice her ability to apply direct damage, and instead, start that damage train rolling much earlier, that would be really interesting. That would create kind of an interesting dynamic, I think, where now the Plague Doctor has the ability to really start this damage rolling very, very quickly. How do I want to do this? Well, okay, so he's dead next round. So instead, we can spend this turn stunning. Alright. There we go. And she can bola? I mean, it seems like a waste, but let's heal.
The slow death.
Something that I like about something that I like about the highwaymen, and I haven't used this, like I haven't taken advantage of it, but yeah, one thing that I really like is that he has a trinket that reduces his damage with. Do I dare? Yeah, let's try it. That reduces his damage with his Yeah, it reduces his damage with his ranged attacks, and then gives him a big bonus to his melee damage. Like, that's really cool, and I feel like if it were just slightly better, I'd probably at least attempt to make use of it. Unfortunately, yeah, his damage with his range skills just seems much more versatile and like immediately applicable. So it's been kind of hard for me to justify using that, because yeah, only being able to swing on the front two ranks is a bit. It seems a bit weak to me. But yeah, the fact that actually exists, the fact that is like an option that has that's been built into the game, I really like that. Okay, I think we swing here on the front. That's not great. The bleed is good though. Let's try and get a kill here. Okay, now that bleed should get a kill. So let's do suppressing fire. And gosh, I feel like I kind of painted myself into a corner here. I need a crit really to get out of this situation, and I didn't get it. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna take a fair bit of damage here. That's really too bad. It's not as bad as it could have been, but yeah, it was not ideal. Like, not at all. Fortunately, he's dead now. Yes, so we can focus this down. All right, we're fine. And ideally, we get some healing before he gets a turn off. Wonderful. And yeah, this is a bit of a slow. Yeah, this is a bit of slow progress here, but honestly, things have been going pretty well thus far. We had a really, really rough start, but since that time, we've kind of stabilized and been able to get the situation under control. The only thing that I'm concerned about is that we're going to, we're going to run out of food here before the end. I mean, that's really what has the highest potential to ruin our day right now. Okay. How do we want to do this? Since we don't have bandages, I think we just want to guard. Because, yeah, if it does that pinch attack on us, we're gonna really, really want to successfully dodge that. Not good. Like, I can't really foresee his stress spiraling out of control before this is all over, but it certainly could happen, so we do want to be careful. Alright. At least we don't have to worry about this thing getting buffed, and at this point, with 2 of those guard dog skills up, I think we are... Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good position now where we don't really need to worry too much about those arterial pinch attacks going off. So, yeah, more or less, we can just kind of pound the thing now. And great. This is going really well. We do still have quite a ways to go. I mean, 5 more rooms to clear, even though one of those rooms is empty here. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. So we shouldn't get complacent.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
All right. We don't have the key, so yeah, there was a possibility of that backfiring. Wow. Okay. You know, at the very least, if this mission is a success, at the very least, we have had like our first very financially successful mission in a good long while. So I think we can be pretty happy about how this has gone so far. All right. Yeah, this is I don't know what the deal is. Like, we interacted with that. Yeah, we interacted with that statue, and I mean, previously we had to use holy water to get an effect, right? Like, I'm not misremembering that, I don't think. But yeah, thus far we've really been very, very fortunate, because yeah, her having this big damage, this big damage buff as we've been progressing through the dungeon has been enormous. Like, being able to reliably take down.
This expedition at least promises success.
I think we leave both. I hate to do it, but yeah, I guess we leave both. But yeah, like, having her reliably able to take down those swordsmen has been huge. That has had a major yeah, major effect, or has been a major influencing factor on our success. How do we want to do it? Maybe we stun? Okay. Do we stun? Yes. Alright, if we can get a stun, that's great. Okay. I think we're in a good situation here. We just take a swing like... No. No. Take a swing like so. And then we can... That's so unfortunate. What? His accuracy is not that bad. Why does he keep missing? That's really annoying. Alright, and now guard dog, and now, yeah, we just swing on this guy. And this should be pretty straightforward. Howl is bad, but yeah, we didn't suffer too much of a drawback there. Probably should have just marked. I don't think it's... Probably should have just marked. Yeah, I didn't see that he had a protection score worth talking about, but yeah, he certainly does. So, yeah, mark. And honestly, it's probably even dead now. So, a heal would have been better. And did I mishandle that battle? Yes. I would say that's... I would say that's pretty much a yes. Alright, ditch one. And we'll leave this behind for now. But if we encounter something that's going to give us a large amount of gold, then I guess we ditch that gem also. This has been a very lucrative run, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, I'm waiting for the hunger event that's going to start a
To fall for such a little thing. A bite of bread.
So, I called it. That's pretty impressive, right? I called it. But
as the light gains purchase,
I called it.
are lifted,
Yay!
and purpose is made clear.
I did it. All right. How do we want to do this? Okay. His dodge chance is high, so we do need to consider that. So we would have an 83% chance to hit with our occultist. So let's work this out. I think we can... I think we can get 3 here. Yes, with the bleed, I'm quite certain that we can get 3. No. Okay. That is now out of the question, but we can still get... Alright. Okay. Alright. Joke's on me. Look at the big dumb asshole. Alright. Fortunately that round did not go nearly as badly as it could have. I mean, it's not great. It's not great, but yeah, things didn't go as badly as they potentially could have. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. That's a lot of damage to eat. So, let's do that. Great. We have a kill. These guys are now easily accessible. And how do we want to do this? Let's just heal. Oh my goodness. Oh, how annoying. Alright. Please get a kill. Alright. So, what are some other... what are some other trinkets that could potentially, change sort of the way a character or a class plays? Well, I think we just
Success
leave it.
clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I do think that, wow, we still have a long way to go. Okay, do we have an obstacle? Yes, we do, so we have to keep that shovel around. I do think that one thing that would be interesting is, like, the Crusader has decent healing ability. Not outstanding, but, you know, decent enough. And there actually is a trinket that, there actually is a trinket that improves his healing ability even further. So that's you know, kind of an interesting way that they could sort of change the Crusader class. Now, like I said, there is already some of that. There is already a way to. Let's see. He's dead. All right. There is already a way for the Crusader to improve his healing ability, but I think that there is even greater potential there that's kind of untapped. And basically, basically all that they would have to do is add another trinket in. That
the match is struck.
I was thinking that I could
star is born.
get away with ditching the torches, but no, I probably will still need at least one. But yeah, I think all that's really necessary to make the Crusader a more viable. Gosh, this has the potential to be really annoying. I still think we guard though, because with the current arrangement, how do we want to do this? This is tricky. All right, hold on. Okay, yeah, with the current arrangement, there's one trinket that's usable there, but unfortunately, you know, you can't get too much benefit out of it, because once that one trinket has been equipped, that's really unfortunate. Once that one trinket has been equipped, there's no way to further augment the there's no way to further augment the there's no way to further augment the Crusader's damage, or sorry, the Crusader's healing. So that creates kind of there's a little bit of tension there in sort of how to make it a more viable option for the class to use. I guess if I were to suggest a trinket that the Crusader class might get, definitely like plus healing and plus protection, maybe minus dodge. So then he might be better placed, like in the 3rd rank even, and then when the situation calls for it, you would be able to like start pushing him forward with when the situation called for it, you could start pushing him forward with Holy Lance, and if you needed like a final party member to get a finishing blow on a character in the front row, he could be there in time for that. And he could even remain as like a front 2 party member for much of the dungeon. Darn. And yeah, just pushing him up when the situation called for it. But yeah, I think that would be interesting. Basically, like the problem with a healing dedicated crusader right now is basically that he just doesn't get he just doesn't have enough options really to fortify his healing ability. But that is something that with one additional trinket I think should be fairly easy to introduce to the class. I would like to see the leper return as a tanky class. Like right now, it's a tanky class insofar as it's able to, it's able to, like, it has a lot of hit points, so like that makes it sort of quote unquote tanky. But that's not really the, at least to me, that's not really the definition of a tanky class necessarily. To me, that feels like a class that is able to take maybe one or two more hits than they might otherwise be able to. But that doesn't really scream, like tank to me. Okay, how do we do this? I really want to take it. But I don't think we can. Because I think, even if we torch up all the way, I think we lose our torch at the end of the hallway. Right? I think we do. And I obviously can't discard the shovel because we're going to need it. I'm gonna try it.
The path is clear. We
All right.
require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, okay. I have my interactables mixed up. So the fish idol gives a temporary buff if you use the holy water, and then the well, that's actually very well timed. Let's see. Yeah, we would have run out of light. And then, that other idol that I saw, that gives a permanent long-term buff, and there's no consumable needed. Good to know. Alright, gosh, these guys have really high dodge chance. But I think we do it. I think we try and get the stun here. I'm really sorry that this is an incredibly long, that this is an incredibly long episode. Like, I didn't mean for it to run this long, I assure you, but, that's just kind of how it turned out. Like, the fact that we had to go from coast to coast here really put us in a situation where, there's really no way around it. That's really unfortunate, and now we are in a very, very bad position. Oof, okay. Not great. Certainly not happy about this. I think, we try for the stun again. And, I think we have to start working him down. That's not a lot. It's really not a lot. I feel like that's really stupid, but I think it's the way that we're going to have to go. If we can get a couple bleeds to stack... Okay, so he is dead. He doesn't know it yet, but he is dead. So that's good. And I probably actually should have healed her. Hopefully we'll have a chance to do that again. Hopefully. I mean, there we go. Okay. There we go. We should be good to go. We should be in a perfect situation to finish off this last room here. Okay, I was kind of hoping that we would get the one more heal here. All right. Well, that's it. This has been a very lucrative run. It's still not in the bag yet, so we do need to be careful. I think, though, that we just start trying to work these guys down. And... Okay, how do we want to do this? If we get one... Alright, yeah, let's... Okay, so he will die. And this will die. Okay. We definitely are, yeah, I think we're definitely in a really good situation here. And really the only thing that could possibly go bad for us right now is if this thing manages to stack up a whole bunch of arterial pinches all at once. Great. I think that was really the last real threat that it had. So I think we're golden here. Again, I do want to apologize. I'm sorry that this episode ran so long. Usually, I try and keep it, if not short and sweet, at least shorter and sweeter than this. At least nobody died. there's that, at least. So, thank heaven for small favors, I guess. Yeesh. Well, let's just try and close this down. Great. Alright, and... amazing. We're rich. It did cost us a bit in stress, but these guys should be able to get enough background stress relief just from hanging out in the town. Between encounters that we probably only need to get stress relief on one. 45,000 gold is exceptional. And there we go. These aren't great. We probably want to get rid of some of those, but overall, that went really well. It was a very long episode, and I do apologize for that, but yeah, we're in good shape.
Mile markers on my road to damnation.
So yeah, we'll take it from there. I think. Yep, we do have the Beguiling Siren coming up next, so look forward to that. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.